Hey there everybody, soybean farmer here. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a little battery swapping. We're looking at the battery in the Ford 4000 tractor, and this tractor is getting really hard to start, and this battery is 6 years old. I bought that battery December 2010, so we do the math, 6 years. This is one of those, let's see if that'll focus. Yeah, 1000 amp batteries. They're good batteries. A little expensive, about $130. But anyhow, I put a brand new battery just like it over here in the Ford truck. It's the same battery, 1000 amp. It's a gas burner. It's easy to crank and spin right over. That's a diesel. A lot of compression there. It takes a lot of battery to crank it. So I'm going to take this brand new battery out of this Ford truck and put it in this diesel, and take this old battery and put it in this Ford truck, and probably get about another year out of it. These batteries usually go about 8 years before they get to the point that they just won't hold charge. But let's play battery swap. Be right back. Okay, at this point I've got the two batteries swapped. I'm going to tighten up the post here on this old battery, and before I get totally convinced that everything's fine, I'm going to test crank the truck. I think it'll crank. I mean, there's just enough in this battery to about halfway turn that diesel. I don't know what size these nuts are they put on these battery posts, but they ain't 1/2 inch and they ain't 10 millimeter. Let's see what that socket says. That fits pretty good. Let's try that. Thank God it's the ground. I'll give you a little more too. Alright. Put these over there on the tractor and give this a test crank before we go to all the trouble of tightening that down. Alright, let's see what happens. Yep, starts it just fine. Alright, put these tight. Okay, let's go put the one in the diesel. This Ford 4000 has always been what I called an etherholic. I've always had to use ether to start this tractor, but I've always tried to at least see some smoke coming off the stack, so I know the cylinders and the pistons are wet with diesel fuel. Ether's hard on a motor. You put ether straight on a cold motor, and you're asking to have your pistons all pitted up. Now these nuts on these cables are exactly a 1/2 inch. Fit perfect. Okay, I've got snug. That's tight. Alright, let's see if you'll participate. I'm expecting this battery to turn this motor over really good. If it doesn't, then I got a bad feeling about the starter on this tractor. And it's possible that time for another starter. I had the worst luck, worst fortune in the world with starters on this tractor. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going to happen. Let you back up here a little bit. I don't really expect it to crank because, like I said, it's an ether holic. But we're going to test it and see what happens. Well, it turns it over good, but it ain't gonna crank unless I spray it with ether, and I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna put the tractor to work. So I'm not gonna crank it and just let it run a little bit. But that battery spins it over a whole lot faster than the battery I just took out of it. So at least next time I go to use the tractor, I know, turn it over a little bit, see some smoke come out of the stack, give it a squirt of ether, and it'll crank. That'd be a lot better than that old piece of battery that was in here. Okay, battery swapping. Ford truck gives up its brand new battery for a Ford tractor. Tractor, you need to tell that truck thank you. Thanks for watching, people.